Okay. All right. Chat. Chat. What is chat? Chat. Emoji now come. Single audio on as well.
Recording in progress.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, is my screen visible?
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu, it's visible.
We will start now.
Yes.
With Mangalacharan. So please repeat after me. Om Ajnana Timirandasya
Om Ajnana Timirandasya
Jnananjana Salakaya
Jnananjana Salakaya
Churunmilitam Yena
Chakshuranmilitam yena
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah
Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha
Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam
Shri Chaitanya Manopeshtam
Pitam Yena Bhutale
Stapitam yena Bhutale
Swayam Rupa Kadamayam
Swayam Rupa Kadamayam
Dadati Swapadantikam
Dadati Swapadakitam
Vandeham
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 Shri Guru
Shri
Shri
Guru,
Guru
Shri Yuta Padakamalam
श्रीयुतपदकमलम्
श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च
श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च
श्रीरूपं शाग्रजातं
श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं
सहगणा
सहगण
रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम्
रघुनाथावितं तं सजीवम्
सादवैतं
सावधैतं
सावधूतं
सावधूतं
परिजनसहितं
परिजनसहितं
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान्
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा
सहगणा
सहगण
ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
हे कृष्ण
हे कृष्ण
करुणा सिन्धु
करुणा सिन्धु
दीनबन्धो
दीनबन्धो
जगत्पते
जगत्पते
गोपेश
गोपेश
गोपिकान्ता
गोपिकान्ता
राधाकान्ता
राधाकान्ता
नमोऽस्तु ते
नमोस्तुते
सप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी
तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी
राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृषभानुसुते देवी
वृषभानुसुते देवी
प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
नमामि हरिप्रिये
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च
सिन्धुभ्यो एव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
नमो विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णचैतन्य
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
गौरवाणी
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी
निर्विशेषशून्यवादी
पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणी
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभु नित्यानंद
प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा
श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे राम
हरे राम
राम राम हरे हरे
राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಅರ್ಥ
Yeah. Today we will read Bhagavad Gita 3.23. Dear devotees, kindly please take out Bhagavad Gita 3.23. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, can we start now?
Yes.
Yeah, please repeat after me. यदि अहम न वर्तेयाम
यदि हम अम्यव न वर्त्यानाम
यदि अहम न वर्तेयाम
यदि हि
अहं न वर्त्यानाम
यातु कर्माणि अतन्द्रिया
जातु कर्माण्य अत्रितेत्या
यातु कर्माणि यतेन्द्रिता
जातु
अदित्य
मां वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते
ಮಾಮವರ್ತಮಾನುವರ್ತಂತೆ
अनुवर्तन्ते
मामवर्तमानुवर्तन्ते
वर्तन्ते
मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वसा
ಮನುಷ್ಯ
पार्थ
मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः
ಮನುಷ್ಯ
पार्थ सर्वशः
synonyms यदि if
यदि
he certainly
He
He
suddenly,
suddenly,
Aham, I,
aham,
aham, I,
na, do not,
na, do
Na,
not,
do not,
do not,
vartayam,
vartayam,
thus
Vartanyam,
engage,
Disengage.
thus enga,
jatu, ever,
jatu,
Ever.
jatu ever,
karmani,
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 Performance
in
of
the performance of prescribed duties,
in the
performance
performance of
of
prescribed duties,
atendrita,
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 with great care,
with
with
great
great
with
care.
care,
great care,
mama,
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 my,
My
my,
vartama,
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 path,
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 anuvartante,
anuvartante,
nuvartante,
would follow,
would follow,
would follow,
manushya,
Manushya.
Manushya,
all men,
all
men.
all
men,
men,
partha,
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 O son of Pritha,
O son of
son of
Pritha,
Pratha,
sarvasha,
Sarvasya.
Sarvasha,
in all respects.
No.
in all
in all
respects.
respects.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
So translation, please repeat after me. For if
For if
For if
I ever
I
I ever
I ever
fail to engage
fail to
fail to
fail
engage
to
engage
engage
in carefully
In
in
carefully
carefully,
performing prescribed duties,
performing
performing
prescribed
prescribed
duties,
duties,
O Partha,
O
O
Partha,
Partha,
certainly
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 all men
all
all
men
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 would follow my path.
would
follow
follow
my path.
So here Krishna is saying, if I fail to engage in performing my prescribed duties, then all other men also will follow my path. What is that path here? Of not performing the prescribed duties or failing to engage in carefully performing prescribed duties. This is the meaning of the translation. Now, someone would like to read the purport? Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna
Please.
Prabhuji.
purport. In order to keep the balance of social tranquility for progress in spiritual life, there are traditional family usages meant for every civilized man. Although such rules and regulations are for the conditioned souls and not Lord Krishna, because he descended to establish the principles of religion, he followed the prescribed rules. Otherwise, common men would follow in his footsteps because he is the greatest authority. From the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is understood that Sri Krishna was performing all the religious duties at home and out of home as required of a householder.
Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, I will read the purport once again to make an explanation here. So here it says that in order to keep the balance of social tranquility for progress in spiritual life, there are traditional family usages meant for every civilized man. What is the meaning here? Means here it talks about traditional family usage meant for every civilized man. It talks about rules and regulations. When you say civilized means a man who follows rules and regulations. And when we say about rules and regulations, and here it talks about traditional family usages, which means samskaras. So when a person from birth to death, there are 16 samskaras have to be performed. And this first sentence is talking about that 16 samskaras to be performed for every civilized man. And next here it is written in the second sentence, although such rules and regulations are for conditioned souls, not Lord Krishna. Why? Why are the rules for such conditioned souls only and not for Krishna? Can anyone say?
Krishna is complete and whole.
Like in the previous verse also it says, na. What does the previous verse say?
Previous verse it says he is whole and complete.
3.22, Prabhuji.
Yes.
He says he doesn't have any duties. There are no prescribed duties for me, he says. So here, these rules and regulations are for the conditioned soul and not Lord Krishna. The second sentence here says, these rules and regulations are for the conditioned souls and not Lord Krishna. The previous verse, Krishna explains, I don't have any rules and regulations. There are no prescribed duties for me. 3.22. Shall we check that? Here, 3.22. Here, O son of Pritha, there is no work prescribed for me within all the 3 planetary systems. Nor am I in want of anything, nor have I need to obtain anything, and yet I am engaged in prescribed duties. Anyone, anytime having any questions or doubt, you can interrupt me and ask. So here, the second statement says, although such rules and regulations are for the conditioned souls and not Lord Krishna, and because he descended to establish the principles of religion, he followed the prescribed rules. There's a famous shloka in Bhagavad Gita, right? It says about dharma, religion, establishment. Someone would like to say, quote that? Hare Krishna.
Which shloka, Prabhuji?
Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, like to establish yada yada hi dharmasya jnanit bhavati bharata adbhuttanam adharmasya tadatyam nyam sujamyam.
Yeah.
He also comes.
4.7.
And again he says why he comes. He descends paritranaya sadhuna, to protect the devotees, sadhus, vinashayaka drushkruta dharma samstapanardhaya samamami yuge yuge. The same thing he is mentioning here, Prabhupada is mentioning here in the purport, that Krishna descends to establish the principles of religion. He followed. Therefore, he followed the prescribed rules. Next statement, it says, otherwise, common man would follow in his footsteps because he is the greatest authority. Why again common man would follow in his footsteps?
Because he's the greatest authority.
Yes.
He is the leader of.
Yeah. In the previous verse, in 3.31, what does Krishna says? Yajya jatiriti shreshtas tattat evetaro jana sayat pramanam kurte lokastat anuvardate. So here it says, whatever action a great man performs, common man follow. And whatever standards he sets by example, exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Just for example, take example of Elon Musk. Everybody considers Elon Musk as a great scientist. Rocket science he invented. And if he says something, it becomes next day newspaper headlines. And common men try to follow him. That is how you apply this shloka everywhere. There are leaders like Narendra Modi. Whatever he does, common men follow. Local leaders, MLAs are there. And whatever they do, their people, common men follow. And now Krishna is the greatest authority. Nobody is equal to him or greater than him. He is the supreme being in all circumstances. And whatever he does, common man will definitely follow. And from Srimad Bhagavatam, the last sentence from this purport, from the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is understood that Lord Krishna was performing all the religious duties at home and out of home as required of a householder. So householder means there are duties to be performed. In the Vedic tradition, in one of the story of Krishna, we see that Krishna in Dwarka has 16,108 wives. And each wife has got a palace. There are almost like 4 lakh palaces, and each wife, Krishna along with all the wives, he stays in all the 16,108 palaces. So in each palace you will find Krishna, because Krishna expands himself into 16,108 Krishnas. One Krishna will be expanding into 16,108 Krishnas. And in each house, in each palace, there will be Krishna doing his household chores. When Narad Muni comes, he sees in one house, Krishna will be playing with his children. In another house, Krishna will be performing yajna. In another house, Krishna will be giving charity to the Brahmanas. In another house, Krishna will be taking care of friends and guests who has come to their house. So all he does, this is what he does. And at the same time, he also takes care of the court. Like after, when the court time begins in the morning, all the 16,108 Krishnas come out from the house and they merge into one Krishna. And that one Krishna, he goes to the court. And he, because he is Dwarkadesh, king of Dwarka, so he goes to the court and gives judgment over there. And he rules the Dwarka. This is how he does. He does everything as and required of a householder. This is all the meaning of this purport. Now, please kindly go through this and we'll discuss points. Whoever, we'll share one point from each of us. Please go through this purport once again. You can also go through the previous translations, and any questions you can, if you have, you can ask. Yes, here in the chat box, Ashwin Prabhu is saying that Krishna performed prescribed duties as he is the role model for everyone. Yes, Krishna is the role model for many of the people. So when what happens in the previous 3.21, it says that whatever a great man performs, common men follow. Similarly, what Krishna does and whatever exemplary actions he does, common man will follow, like a role model. Yes, true. Nice point.
In order to be called a civilized man, Prabhuji, you have to follow rules and regulations.
Yes, Prabhu. Rules and regulation as per the scriptures, under the guidance of a spiritual master. Here, Ranjan Raj Prabhu says, Supreme Lord is the director of all directors. He is the greatest of all diverse planetary leaders. Yes, Krishna is the greatest. Just for example, there are so many controllers, right? For us, there is an MLA. On top of MLA, there is MP. On top of MP, MLA, there is Chief Minister. On top of Chief Minister, there is Prime Minister. And overall, there is, we see, if you take to other planetary systems, there is Indra controlling many heavenly planets. On top of that, there is Brahma, who is the creator of this universe. And now, finally, before even greater than Brahma is Lord Vishnu, from whose navel Lord Brahma sprouts. From Vishnu. Vishnu come from Krishna. So Krishna is the greatest authority.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I will say one point. Lord Krishna, he is like Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is not bound by any laws, but he still comes to this world to establish dharma. So basically, what I want to say is that all these rules and regulations what we find in Vedas came from him only, because Vedas originated from the breathing of Mahavishnu. So those laws are created by Krishna himself. But what he wants to say that I am descending to the earth. Why? Because these Vedas and these scriptures, whatever it is there in the Shastras and all, they are meant for all the conditioned soul to follow strictly. Why? Because that will lead to a spiritual path towards the love towards the Godhead. So this is the main intention for Krishna also. When he descended on earth, he himself followed the rules which he himself created, so that the people will follow him, and at the end, because he is the supreme authority, that's why people will follow him, and that will lead to a spiritual path, so that they can come back to him later, to the Godhead. So that is my interpretation.
Yes. So what happens is that Krishna need not. In the previous verse, you see, he says that he is not bound by karma. The previous verse, Krishna says, there is no prescribed duty for me within all the three planetary systems. Why? He is the enjoyer, he is the supreme enjoyer, he is. He need not work. Because this material world is meant to work. If you have come to this material world, you have got a body. Because you have got a body, you have to work. You need to eat. You need to drink. You need to breathe. And for that, you need to defend. Eat, sleep, eating, sleeping, mating, defending. You cannot avoid because you have got this material body. And for that, you need to work. But Krishna need not do that, because he is the supreme enjoyer. But when he descends from the spiritual world, because he plays the role of a Kshatriya, he follows the codes and rules of the Kshatriya dharma. And this Varnashrama dharma is also created by him. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says, Chaturvarna Maya Shrishtam, Guna Dharma Vibhagasha. So there are 4 Varna and there are 4 ashramas. Someone would like to say, what are those 4 Varnas? Four Varnas, 4 ashramas.
Brahmachari.
Yes, Brahmacharya ashram.
Brahmachari ashram.
After that, 4 ashrams.
Grihastha ashram. Second one. Third one is Vanaprastha. Fourth one is Sannyasi.
Sannyasi. And then there are 4
Varnas, I don't know, Prabhu.
Brahmanas, Kshatriya, Vaishyas and Sudras are the Varnas. varnas.
Oh,
These
oh,
were
I'm
here.
aware
Four
about it. I'm
caste
sorry.
systems of the society. Four
Hmm.
caste systems of the society.
So these are not caste system. Caste is invented by the Britishers. Caste word is invented by this is called
That is
varnashram.
the original caste, the way the society should be that time in the Vedic period. That was the original division of the society, I would say. Yeah, the
So
society
Krishna,
was divided
Basic.
into.
so Krishna created this varnashrama system on the
Prabhu,
basis of
basis on mouth to be, head to be as Brahmanas, hands to
Their
be
guna,
as
Prabhu.
Krishna says Chaturvarna Maya system guna and karma based on
Gunas.
the character and
the
karma
workload.
based on quality.
Quality of work, no, Prabhuji.
Just like if one is born in a Brahmana family but he doesn't have Brahmanical qualities, he cannot be called a
Brahmana.
Brahmin. It's not by birth. Krishna himself says it is not by birth. It is based on guna and karma. Guna means character or qualities. Karma means activity. Okay, Kirtana Mataji wrote the main reason for following all these rules and regulations is to maintain peace in the society, which facilitates us to progress in our spiritual life. Or else it will be a very chaotic place like this yuga now, and spiritual progress won't happen. So Krishna has set a very good example by following all such rules. We just need to follow him. Yes, someone might say that someone might question that Krishna has also done Makhan Chori. He is a chore, and someone might also say that he has so many wives, has done Ras Leela. We should also follow him. That, how do you answer? How do you answer these questions?
We are seeing the Rasa Leela, but we are not seeing our inability to lift Govardhan hill.
Nice point too. Very good. That is Krishna, that those are not humanly. A human cannot do that. When Krishna performed Rasa Leela, he expanded into so many forms. With each gopi, he was there at simultaneously in the same place. Just like, for example, in Dwarka, in 16,108 wives he had. In each house he was there. This is not human. Human cannot do that. Even a yogi, when he expands, he can only expand himself for eight copies of himself. He can make 8 to 9 copies of himself. Kardama Muni, he made 9 copies of himself. And Sobhari Muni, he made 8 copies of himself. Yogic power. But Krishna, if we see that, he made himself of 16,108. That is also not his limit. He can expand even more. And Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill. Can any human lift the Govardhan hill? No human can lift. These are not human. And why he sets examples. These are the shiksha he gives. At the same time, he gives shiksha, direction to Arjuna in the form of Bhagavad Gita. Next. Balasharanya Mataji says, irrespective of one's status, they should perform their designated duties for others' welfare. Yes, good, nice. Like there is a chance of charity, one should do charity. There are 3 things one should be never satisfied with this. There are 3 things. One should never be satisfied. One is chanting of the holy name. We should never be satisfied with chanting of the holy name. And second one is knowledge. So much knowledge is coming, let more come. And the third thing is charity. You should go on doing charity. You should never be satisfied with these 3 things.
First thing, chanting of holy name. Then advancement of knowledge.
Knowledge, yes.
Charity.
Charity. Hare Krishna, Mataji, what is this? This may lead to no progress in spiritual life. Vani Mataji. So both messages clubbed together, huh?
Yes, true.
Okay. If Krishna stops to perform his prescribed duty, all people would follow his example and out of control. This may lead to no progress in spiritual life. Yes. That is the meaning. Yeah, translation. Translation of today's Bhagavad Gita. What he says, if I ever fail to engage in carefully performing prescribed duties, O Partha, certainly all men would follow my path. Yes, Mataji. Good. Nice point, Mataji. Yes, Mageshwari Mataji says, Krishna has nothing to gain. He's acting out of compassion for fallen conditioned souls. Yes, true. Just like he is the father of all living beings. He comes from, he need not come, he enjoyed in his Golok. Why he should come to this material world and do perform this so many, suffer along with friends, family, devotees. We see devotees are suffering. Arjuna, Pandavas were suffering. Krishna was along with them. Krishna also suffered. He was born in a jail. He was brought up in what do we say, Goshala. He was not like princely. He was right from the beginning. He was a king and everything was at his lotus feet. No, he was also, there was suffering in his life too. He is also come. Yes, he has nothing to gain. He's acting out of compassion for fallen conditions. So he wants the souls to come back to home, back to Godhead. Yes, Prabhu, anyone has any more questions?
Prabhuji, one question.
Yes.
Why is Krishna referred to as a great man and not God himself?
Where?
This one. 21. 3.21. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. Here it is written, whatever action a great man performs. Why not God?
Yes. Why not God? It says it's a general thing. It is just like great man means who is in a good position. Just like Narendra Modi is there. You find whatever Modi does, common man Virat Kohli is there. You see him, he will do tattoos. People start doing tattoo. That's how it is. It's, nature is like that. It's a general application thing, like a law. You can say law of nature. Law of nature is that whatever a great man is doing, common man also follows it. So that the common man thinks that if I do what the great man does, I can also become great. Virat Kohli advertises about so many things. Cold drinks. We see superstars, pan. They advertise and common man will follow them. That is what Krishna is trying to say. Says whatever a great man performs, common man follow. Yes, just like Elon Musk is there. He does scientific research. So intellectual who are attracted to him, they also get attracted to that and they also follow him. This is what Bhagavad Gita speaks, and then what this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says this. So whatever Krishna says, we can see that in this world. That's how you apply Bhagavad Gita in life. It is like, see, whatever it says 3.21, whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. And whatever standard he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues it. World will be after him. Any questions?
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. I'm sorry. I have quite a weird kind of a feel, like I don't know how do I sound. I may sound wrong. What is the purpose for him to create all this? What is the mood behind creating all this? And what was the agenda behind this?
Creation of the material world, huh?
Yes, Prabhu. What was the mood and what was the reason for him to do all this? Was he playful?
No,
Playing,
no.
is it something?
It is not like that. See, for example can be given. Prabhupada says that we forced Krishna to make this material world. So just like if you see example of a mother and her daughter, it can be given here. So mother is there, she knows how to cook, she knows how to handle fire and how to make nice curry. But daughter is young, she doesn't know what to do, but she wants to take the place of mother and do something, try something out of it. So it's not possible because she is too young to it and she is inefficient. So what does they do? What does the mother do? She gives her a duplicate kitchen. Right? Ranjan Prabhu, are you listening?
Yes, I'm watching you.
She gives her a duplicate set of kitchen and she will be all happy. She thinks that this is all the same thing. I've got a kitchen, I will do so much cooking, and then at one point of time she understands that this is not giving pleasure. She understands and then she gives up and then she comes back to mom. It's all dummy thing. It's all dummy. This material world is a dummy place.
Amazing, Prabhu. You're amazing. This is.
It's all why it is dummy? Why it is? Because of only one thing.
He's not getting any kind of that pleasure in that.
Temporariness. No, it's temporariness. We say Maya,
okay.
Maya. We say, no. Maya means that which is not. Prabhupada says that which is not means it is because of temporariness. The temporariness is creating the illusion.
So material world is temporary, Prabhuji. Then our problems are also temporary, Prabhuji.
Yes.
But we feel as if they last forever.
According to Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, what are we? Chapter 2 Bhagavad Gita says we are not this body, we are spirit soul.
The soul. So the soul.
Soul is eternal. The body is
temporary.
Temporary. Because the soul is entrapped in this body. That's why it is subjected to birth, death, disease and old age. It thinks that it has got birth, that disease and old age. That is why it is called conditioned soul. We see in the purports everywhere it is written conditioned soul, conditioned soul, conditioned soul. Conditioned soul means it will be subjected to birth, death, disease and old age.
Is time also temporary, Prabhuji?
Time is not temporary. There are 5 aspects of absolute truth. In Bhagavad Gita, the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita is 5 things. There are 5 aspects. In the introduction of Bhagavad Gita, it talks about the 5 aspects of absolute truth. Someone would like to answer this? Who knows the 5 aspects of absolute truth? Or
Hare
subject
Krishna,
matter of
Prabhu.
Bhagavad Gita?
Am I audible? Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
So in the beginning introduction, Prabhupada mentions about Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala and Karma. Is the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Ishvara, Prakriti, Kala, Karma and Jiva.
Jiva.
So out of this, Karma is
Temporary.
Rest all are eternal. So time is eternal. Time is not temporary. And time acts differently. In time act, one is a devouring time, other is an eternal time. In the spiritual world, time exists, but it doesn't act. In the material world, time acts like a devouring time. It's going to devour all your time. Krishna says one of his the future in next chapters, he says, Kalosmi aham, destroyer. I am time, I am destroyer of worlds. It comes. This is devouring time it is. In spiritual world also there is time, but that acts very differently.
Prabhuji, what is the difference between Krishna and Narayana?
Difference between Krishna and Narayana. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Both are same only. One is when Krishna is at home in Vrindavan, he is Krishna. When he goes to office, he transforms into Narayana. 4 hands. Same person, but different character. When father goes to office, he has to do work. Therefore, he gets 2 extra hands. And he becomes Vishnu.
Chapter 11, 52, no, Prabhu? Shloka? All these talks about his expansions. He showcases himself with the universal form, and then he comes into the forehand, then he comes to the actual form and he says, this is what you see, and that's what the difference between. But end of the day, Krishna is the supreme.
Yes.
There is a difference is that regarding Krishna is 100%, Narayana is like 96%. Qualities wise, like 64 qualities. So 4 qualities which are not in Narayana is like, Leelas and all, what he performs in Vrindavan. So those are not performed by Narayana. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, all are same. They are all same. As you said, he's in the office. He performs in the office and stays at home in Vrindavan. That is me.
Bharat Prabhu, I'm sorry, interfering. If you don't mind, can you please share thus that, like in all the 100 qualities, what makes him to be a god?
So there are 60.
Don't mind.
Last class, Sunday class, this thing happened, bro. Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead.
The 11 o'clock batch?
Yes, 11 o'clock. In which
Okay. All the 64 was explained?
no, only the 4 extra qualities which Krishna possessed, they were explained by.
But where do we find this? What the qualities? What are those qualities? Probably how do we track it, and now where it is the reference? Probably if you can give the lead, I can probably pop in.
Lead, they talk about this. We need to check, Prabhu. I only know the 4 extra qualities. Like in teachings of Lord Chaitanya, it comes.
It's aware says Shiva has certain percentage, Brahma has certain percentage, then Krishna is the one who's 100%. So when you talk about 100%, what are those qualities? Probably if you can put a little light on that, or if you can share the link, it'll be a great help so that we can go through that. The qualities of what makes that him to be as him, and the difference, because it'll be a great help. But just put a light on to that so that we can actually pop into that.
Yeah, Brahma Samhita is the best book, Prabhu. If you want to know position of demigods, position of Jivas, and position of Lord Shiva, position of Durga Devi, position of Ganesha, position
Basically
of
from the lion, one lion's book, from the lion's book.
No,
Saraswati.
Brahma Samhita is a very small book. It is.
I know. But basically,
the
it's Saraswati type.
The 4 qualities are which Narayana doesn't have is first is Krishna has pastimes, wonderful pastimes. That is one quality which Narayana doesn't have. Intimate loving associates like Bhakta Madhurya. So like devotees, he's like surrounded by devotees and all. That is thing which like that intimate love and all that we'll not find in Narayana. Flute playing. The Narayana doesn't have that enchanting flute playing. And fourth is like he has the unparalleled beauty. So these 4 qualities differentiate him from Narayana. 60 qualities have Narayana and 64 is Krishna. So these 4 qualities is there in Krishna and not in Narayana. One is pastimes. Narayana, wonderful pastimes of Vrindavan and all. So those are the things. Stealing butter and all those things he did in Vrindavan while he was trying. So that is one quality, 61st quality. So those are the qualities.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I found ISKCON Desire Tree link which mentions about all the 64 qualities. Is it okay to share?
Yeah, please.
I have shared it in the chat. Ranjan Prabhu, you can look into it.
Share it to me personally, Mataji. It'll be great help.
Okay, Prabhu, I'll do that. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Any questions? Anything else? Anything else you want to share, devotees?
Prabhuji is worshipping Ramachandra, husband of Sita, counted as a Krishna conscious activity.
Yes. Any Vishnu form is Krishna conscious activity. See, the thing is, liberation can only be given by Vishnu or Krishna. Mukti, we call it. And Mukti is not in the control of any demigod, including Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva cannot deliver anyone. Even it says that if you go to Kashi, you will be liberated. It says, right? Someone, you might have come across many religious people saying, Kashi, if you go and then you will give up your body, you will be liberated. But the interior thing is that at the time of death, it is said that Lord Shiva will come and he will chant the name of Lord Ram in your ears in Kashi when you will be leaving your body, and then you will be liberated. That was the thing. And Lord Shiva in Padma Purana, he says, Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varaname. In Padma Purana, Sati Devi asks, oh dear, I see you. You always meditate, closing your eyes. Whom do you meditate upon? किसका ध्यान लगाते हो आप? Sati Devi, Parvati Devi asks Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva says, Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manoramai. I meditate on Lord Ram. Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanami. And 1,000 times chanting of Vishnu's name is 1 time chanting of Lord Ram. If you say Rama Rama, Rama, it means 1,000 times Vishnu's names. And even in the same Padma Puran, Parvati Devi again asks, among the worships, which is the greatest worship? There are so many worships. If you see Puranas, so many rituals come. So many rituals you take out. You worship this demigod, that demigod. Therefore, Mata Parvati or Sati Devi, she asks, what is the highest or greatest worship? And Lord Shiva replies, Aradhananam Sharvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. Vishnu's Aradhanam is the highest. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it says again, Vaishnanam yata Nimna Ganga yata dehe Devonam Achyuto yata Vaishnanam yata Shambhu Purananam idam tatam. Among the rivers, River Ganga is the best river or the highest. Among the Devatas or gods, Achyuta or Krishna is the highest. And among the Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. If you go to Udupi, if you see Udupi, there is a Krishna temple, and nearby there are 2 Lord Shiva temples are there. And there are all Vaishnavas over there. Madhvacharyas, Vaishnava, 8 mathas are there. And each Vaishnava, sannyasis, they go offer obeisances to Lord Shiva. And Shiva is worshipped as a Vaishnava over there. And they worship Krishna in the heart of Lord Shiva. In the heart of Lord Shiva, Krishna resides. And they worship Krishna in the heart of Lord Shiva in Udupi. And Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. There is no one equal to him. Why he is the greatest Vaishnava?
Probably because Lord Krishna is the supreme, because he's a giving father to Brahma himself. So Brahma created.
No, he takes care of the people who are very much into ignorance. There's ghost spirits are there, Bhuta, Peta, Pishajas. He elevates them. It's a very difficult job. And at the same time, he is always meditating on Krishna.
Prabhuji, I have a doubt. So if Krishna is within the heart of Shiva, is Krishna and Shiva the same, Prabhuji?
We already know Krishna and Shiva are clearly not same.
No, because I saw on that Vignat Ganesh TV show, Prabhuji, on YouTube. It is given that Hari and Hara are the same, like that, something they showed.
They might show, but we need reference now. We are quoting from so many references. I quoted from Brahma Samhita, I quoted from Srimad Bhagavatam, I quoted from Padma Puran. Clearly says, establishes the position of Krishna over and above. Krishna is greater than, we are even differentiating Vishnu and Krishna.
Of course, Prabhuji.
And one more thing. What happens? What is the difference between Krishna and Vishnu? Shiva and Krishna. It says same Brahma Samhita. It says, what is the difference? Like Brahma Samhita is, you take out Brahma Samhita, it says, talks about curd and milk. When milk is acidified, if you add acid to the milk, it transforms into curd. So if milk is Krishna, then curd is Lord Shiva. That is the difference. That is the difference between Vishnu and Shiva. What is the difference? The difference between
Vishnu and Shiva
is milk and
yogurt.
Curd. That is the difference. From milk, curd comes. From curd, milk doesn't come.
Understood, Prabhuji.
Prabhupada says he's Govinda. Lord Shiva is as good as Govinda. So what happens was, when Krishna, material nature doesn't touch Krishna. It doesn't never comes in contact with material nature. But when he comes in contact, some strange phenomena happens. He transforms into Lord Shiva. Krishna transforms into Lord Shiva. What happens? When he comes, Krishna or Vishnu comes in contact with the material nature, that is milk coming in contact with acid. Then what transformation happens? So Krishna, when Vishnu comes in contact with material nature, he transforms into Lord Shiva. Because he came in contact with the material nature, he comes under the modes. He comes under the 3 modes of material nature. Lord Shiva comes under the 3 modes of material nature. Vishnu doesn't come.
Is Vishnu created by Krishna, Prabhuji? Mahavishnu, is he created?
No, they are expansions. Expansion. Again, you can quote from Brahma Samhita only. What is the difference between Vishnu and Krishna? Same. One candle is coming. Take out one original candle, or so many 10, 15 candles are there. But there is an original candle lit up. And that candle, you are lightening up other candles. All candles are same. But the original one is Krishna. Again, you quote from Srimad Bhagavatam. Etecha amsha kalapruncha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is the Bhagavan. Swayam Bhagavan. Rest all are expansions.
What is the difference between Brahman realization and Paramatma, Prabhu, and seeing Bhagwan face to face? 3 realization.
So Brahman realization means you understand that you are not this body, you are spirit soul. That is Brahman realization. Paramatma realization means you see in your heart there is Paramatma. But both realizations leads to Sayujya Mukti. Sayujya means you get, it's called spiritual suicide. The spirits get merged with Brahman. And the other thing is devotees. There are 5 types of liberation. Sayujya, Saloka, Sarupa, Swadhama. And one of them is Sayujya. Sayujya means Brahman realization and Paramatma realization. The mukti or liberation, you won't get, it's more like spiritual suicide, the instabilities. Even though you get liberation, again you need to come back. Because it is unstable, again you come back to this material world. Just like example can be given of Dhritarashtra. After the war, after the Mahabharata war, he went to the jungles and he perfected the Ashtanga Yoga system. And fire came out of this body. And he liberated himself. But that doesn't count as liberation. Because it is unstable state, he got merged into the existence of Brahman. But again, because it is unstable, there is no ananda or pleasure inside of it. Again, he has to take birth.
Hare Krishna counts as which type of liberation, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna.
Sound vibration.
Frame your question properly.
Prabhuji, if I chant Hare Krishna, am I achieving impersonal Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagwan realization?
Bhagwan realization. Hare Krishna is devotional service. It has got nothing to do with liberation. It's beyond liberation. It is devotional service.
Even devotees don't want the liberation also. Even if I'm taking that, I need to take a service or like the devotee, I need to bonus devotee. Like that, devotees pray for a service more than a liberation. Prabhu.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. There are Purushartha is there, like 4 Purushartha, like Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. The 5th one is devotional service or Bhakti. It has got nothing to do with liberation. It is an activity beyond liberation. So just like, see, the people are there. They're doing some activity. Soul is there. Soul is never inactive. It has to do some action. Now there are two souls. Two types of souls are there. One is conditioned, and the other one is liberated. Nitya Baddha and Nitya Siddha. What do these Nitya Siddhas do? They need to do some activity, na? Nitya
Chant Hare
Siddha.
Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna.
They do devotional service, and chanting Hare Krishna is pure devotional service. It doesn't come under Karma Kanda. It is in one of the offenses. 8 offenses are there, na? One of the offenses, it says that it is not a Karma Kandic activity. It doesn't under, it's pure devotional service. It is beyond liberation. Liberated people, they do that activity. Yes, Prabhu. Any more questions, or we will end this here? Someone would like to share any point?
If I could say something, Prabhuji, here regarding Hare Krishna mantra, I may be wrong. Hare Krishna mantra is specifically, it's Krishna himself, because he descended in the form of the name, like mantra name. That mantra cleanses the sins from the eons we are carrying, all those karmas, bad karmas, and sins we are carrying for the eons. So when you clean up the sins by when you chant this mantra, that slowly, like often inoffensive chanting if we do, then it cleanses the sins and all, and slowly we transcend in the sense that we start uplifting ourselves from the mode of ignorance to mode of passion to mode of goodness, and then we reach the spiritual platform. It leads to the bhakti level. That is what that Hare Krishna mantra does. So when you are in that bhakti level, you know that detachment and everything, you automatically get liberated in that. Like when you reach that level, that is my understanding till yet. So Hare Krishna mantra is a mantra which cleanses all the sins, but indirectly it also picks you up to the bhakti level if you do it properly, and then automatically one point of time you slowly come to the stage of liberation. Am I correct in that?
Yes, that is true, but one point is there. Missing point is Guru is needed.
Yeah, Guru is needed. That's definitely that Guru is needed. But this is the process, because that is the ultimate aim of Hare Krishna, to reach that level so that everybody can reach the Godhead. That is the ultimate aim. But it's a devotional service asking to, please give me service. That is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra. That more you chant, that means you are asking more service from Krishna. That I want to serve you more. So that is the meaning.
Yes, Mataji. So what happens? What you told is like, see, what happens is there are 9 stages to receive perfection. There are 9 stages in devotional service. Can anyone say, like, first stage is Shraddha, Sadhushana? Remember anyone? The first thing is faith. The faith is the seed. So devotional creeper will be there. That creeper, the seed, will sprout into a creeper, and it goes till the lotus feet of Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. The water is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So what happens is that the quality of the mantra which we are chanting in every stages, it changes. Coming to faith, the quality of mantra is different. The concentration levels, the purity, you can say, is different. First thing is Shraddha, and then Bhajana Kriya. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha is the birthplace of devotional service. Your devotional service starts from Sadhu Sangha. Unless there is Sadhu Sangha, there is no devotion. Devotion doesn't come. And next stage is Bhajana Kriya. Bhajana Kriya is this chanting of the holy name. There are two types again. One is silently you chant, meditate. Other one is Sankirtana. And the fourth one is Anartha Nivritti. There, most of the people get stuck. That is the place where you need a guru. Unless you have a guru, you cannot come out of Anartha Nivritti. Most people think I go to temple, I chant 16 rounds, I don't need a guru. That's it. 16 rounds will take me back to home, back to Godhead. And this Harinam will take me home. No. Because the process is still incomplete. You need to reach to the stage of prema. Liberation it will give. Holy name, there is no chance that you won't be liberated. But it is still incomplete unless to reach the platform of prema. So most of the people get stuck with this anarthas are there. So anarthas again, if I explain it will go lengthy. It will take time. You want me to continue on?
I got it, Prabhuji. I understood what I said. I understood that process already. It's just I wanted to share my understanding in that. This 9 stages, obviously, that is needed. Guru is needed. Without Guru, we can't cross Anartha Nivritti. It's very difficult.
Yeah, that's what I will tell. Why Guru is needed, I will tell that also. So Anartha Nivritti now. So what happens now? You anarthas, one cannot, how much he tries, he cannot get rid of them. No matter how much hard work you put, one cannot give up his anarthas easily.
What is the meaning of anartha, Prabhuji?
Anartha means unwanted thing. There are 6 anarthas are there, right? You know the six anarthas?
Lust, greed, anger, sloth.
Pride, envy, illusion. So what happens now? In Krishna Leela, you see Krishna will be slaying demons. Trinavrata, Aghasura. So Krishna will be slaying these demons. Now these are anarthas. When you hear this Leela, your demons will be slain. Similarly, there are demons killed by
Hare Krishna.
Balram. Balram also kills demons now. Pralambasur. So many other demons. So there are demons or anarthas which has to be slain by Balram. For that thing to happen, and Balram is representation of Guru. So unless you accept a Guru, your demons or your anarthas, they won't be slain. In the yesterday's class, we are talking about the anartha called, anyone remembers? Sumitra Prabhu gave that class. What was that?
Matsarya. Matsarya, right?
Yes, Mataji. What was the enviousness? Ekadashi class, you forgot. The solution was there at the end of the class. There was solution. What was the solution? Solution to get rid of enviousness.
Cooperating with devotees.
No, it is hearing Krishna Katha. It is there at the bottom. You find Mahaprabhu's Leela. If you hear, enviousness goes away with faith. Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you hear from a realized person, it goes away. Enviousness goes away.
If we directly read Chaitanya Charitamrita, will it cause removal of envy?
Yes.
No, me reading personally, or I should hear from someone?
You should hear from someone and then you personally engage in it. First you hear and understand. You develop some understanding. You will understand what is there in the book, what the other person is telling. You will have some understanding. And with that understanding, if you take up and read, you will have even more better understanding.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, today morning session spoke about this one only. First go to the Bhagavad Gita and create a love impact with Lord Krishna, and then go to Bhagavatam, and then go to Chaitanya Charitamrita is also like something similar to a PhD type. So Sumitra Prabhu was talking about this today morning session. So today morning, people who don't attend 16 on morning sessions, probably today morning session you can take that lecture and hear about it. So it talks about very specifically. Mitra Prabhu spoke about this today morning.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Not only envy, it's lust and greed and everything. When you start hearing from a realized person, that will go away. Slowly it will go away. If you have attentive hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita from a realized person, then all the others like envy, greed, lust, all those things will slowly go away.
Yes, example can be given of Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj, he did not eat and sleep while hearing Bhagavatam from a realized person, Sukdev Goswami. Because Sukdev Goswami was the authorized person to speak Srimad Bhagavatam. Nobody was authorized to speak Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam came. And then Parikshit Maharaj, while leaving his body, he meditated on the Srimad Bhagavatam, and the snake has come. According to the prophecy, he was going to be killed by a snake. So fire, when the snake was spitting fire, Parikshit Maharaj was covered in fire, and he will be meditating on Bhagavatam, which he heard from Sukdev Goswami. And he goes back home, back to Godhead. This is the way how you leave your body. This is how you should leave your body. Anyone, you should contemplate. This is how I am going to die. This is what I should die. Like this. You should contemplate on it. I should meditate on Govinda, Krishna, and then leave my body. 7 days, 7 nights, Parikshit Maharaj did not even drink a sip of water. He was all fasting to death. Okay, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. We'll end this, huh? Any more questions?
Nothing from my end, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Amazing. It'll be more stronger, it'll be great. And long gap in between is making a little fused out. That's an amazing, having a lot of back-to-back conversation will be a great thing. But the knowledge is going in an amazing one. The gap is just making a lot of people scooted out from the session. But the knowledge what you are sharing to us is something amazing. That's something which even I get to learn a lot. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Means a lot.
Okay, we will end the session today. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Kritandat Pranam. Thank you. Good night. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.